Good morning, everyone. This is Biz Chicks TV. This is a place to find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business. It's fun to run. I'm here with my co-host, Miss Francine Gregory, real estate entrepreneur and tech diva. I'm Terralina from California Cover Ups, and we're here to take the hassle out of your hustle. It's Friday. On Friday, hey Jay, we talk tech in English. Oh, someone says there's no sound.
Hey,
Hmm.
Jay, you might need to check your. Let me. I'll
Your device,
keep
because
going. Keep going.
yeah,
So,
we'll talk about that. But you won't hear it. Okay. Oh my gosh.
go.
Hey, we're gonna start with this week in tech. We're not going to be here long today because we've got some places we have to be too. Um, so with that, we want to get started. Fran, what you got for us?
Okay. Well, I'm going to test something out real quick because since Jay said he couldn't hear us,
I'm going to ask him to tap his video.
no, not yet, because that may not be the situation. I just want to make sure that we got this done, and I'm looking for our notification.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that notification doesn't go out till late.
Ah.
Okay. Let me go to the page and look for our, here we go. It says we're live.
Mm-hmm. Hi guys, how you doing? It's Tech Day, so we're checking on our connections. While Francine's talking about that, I do want to say that
Test something out. I got sound. And look.
okay, we have sound, Jay.
Hey guys, how you doing?
So
Yeah.
check your device. Should we tell them that?
Connections. Yes. So, Jay, we have sound. You might need to shut Facebook down and go back in. Yesterday, when we were broadcasting, we had trouble hearing, and we had to close the app and bring it back online, and then we were able to hear. So, try that, and let us know if you don't. Oh, he says still has no. Okay, I bumped
Okay.
myself out. Okay.
I sent him the message there on the screen.
Okay,
We have sound. You may need to close Facebook and bring it
and come back in.
back up.
All right, so let's go with this day or this week in tech history.
All righty.
I'm going to start with March 10th,
Mm-hmm.
1876. Alexander Graham Bell makes the fateful call to his assistant, Mr. Watson, which is considered the first phone call in history. Mr. Watson, come here. I want you. That was March 10th, 1876.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we have March 11th, 1986. The NFL adopts instant replay for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the NFL adopts a limited instant replay system. This system was dropped, however, in 1972 before the current instant replay system was instated in 1999. And in fact, you could say the current system is an instant replay of itself. Okay, that is Marcel Brown talking, who is where we get these tech history is This Day in Tech History by
Mm-hmm.
Marcel Brown. That is his blog. And I like history, and I like tech. So I figure, okay, we just do it all.
That's a great combination.
Right. And so that's what we're doing right now. The first proposal for the World Wide Web was March 12th, 1989. Tim
Mm-hmm.
Berners-Lee submits a proposal to CERN for developing a new way of linking and sharing information over the internet. It was the first time Berners-Lee proposed a system that would ultimately become the World Wide Web. However, this proposal was relatively vague request to research the details and feasibility of such a system. He would later submit a proposal on November 12th, 1990, that much more directly detailed the actual implementation of the World Wide Web. So while some people consider today the birth of the World Wide Web. I would put forth November 12th, 1990 as a more accurate date. What I see in this is that your first go round, you write out your sketch, you write out whatever it is that you're doing, and it may not be what it is today, but you start somewhere. If he had not written down that first idea for the putting all the information together, we would not be online right now doing what we do.
Wow. Do
Just
not despise small beginnings.
not at all. Okay, Hulu is unleashed March 12th, 2008. The video streaming service Hulu, that's 2008. Man, that was what, 12 years ago?
It just seems like yesterday. I remember when Hulu was the thing, girl.
Right. So it was launched to the public. Hulu has since become a focal point for ongoing development of streaming TV, along with the agonizing by TV networks and movie studios. It also revealed Alec Baldwin to be an alien, which didn't surprise anybody. And our last story today, March 13th, 1986, 10 years after the company's founding, Microsoft Corporation stock goes public at $21 per share. The stock, which eventually closed at 27.75 cents a share, peaked at 29.25 a share shortly after the opening. It is said that the rising value of Microsoft stock has made an estimated 4 billionaires and 12,000 millionaires of Microsoft employees.
I am not mad at that.
Not at all.
Hey, Pat, how you doing? Woo, that's a winner.
He was 30 when he made that 350.
Okay. That's a big deal.
Right. So how is your week in tech history?
Okay, well, I want to jump in here with just two things.
Okay.
Since, things are happening for people working from home. There was a suggestion over here on the CNET, which is where I do some of my research for the show, about working from home. It's talking about the fact that if you're working from home, a good source for storing your documents is Google Docs, because it keeps you from losing your work, especially if you activate and install the offline extension. So if you don't have Chrome, you need to go in there and install it and then do the offline extension if necessary. But if you have it already, you can just simply turn it on in your settings within Google Docs. So I thought that was important because a lot of people let me put it this way, who are not used to working from home a great deal may need to know about that little trick so that they don't lose their stuff if their internet goes down. Because I know that there's going to be, what would you call it, a surge in the use of the internet, because we just found out in California that a lot of the school children are going to be home. The university's closed, but now they're closing down different school districts, which means there are going to be several people sitting on the couch trying to use the internet at the same time. Okay, so you might want to, get yourself ready. Then the Apple Arcade. Guys, don't overlook the Apple Arcade. It's only $5 a month, $4.99 to be exact. And they have more than 100 games. They're releasing new games. So it's something to entertain your young people while they're sitting on your couch eating chips and raiding the refrigerator for the next 14 days. And they can get in on the ground floor of a lot of these games. We know that there's been a uptick in the playing of Fortnite as a result of what's going on, but also they can learn something new. It's always good to stimulate the brain with something new, okay, and find players their own age to interact with. How you doing, Donna? Morning, TJ. What's up?
Good morning. How are you? How's everybody?
We're very well.
Good.
We're good. I know too that several of the streaming services have made allowances to give you more, what do you call it?
Well, Zoom has removed because Zoom already had a free tier,
Right.
2 people, 40 minutes, which is, a lot of time for 2 people. So they've removed that 40-minute limit, but you have to apply, and they're giving priority to education-based
Yes,
organizations
because
like school.
everything went online, huh?
You have to apply. There's a form you have to fill out before you get before they remove the limit.
Well, I
Right.
know a lot of the services like Comcast and Verizon, people who are providing internet, they have made an effort, according to the news, to give you more bandwidth in some cases, or give you unlimited service for those who didn't have it. So a lot of these companies are trying to make accommodations for the fact that people are going to be using the services
Right.
more than usual.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so that's all I got. What you got, TJ?
Well, I haven't really been paying. I've been doing a lot of work.
Okay.
I have some clients that are in dire straits because they're in travel. They're connected to travel.
Oh my gosh.
And a lot of their clients were coming from Europe and UK. So that's a dead thing. So we're trying to strategize and find out how to, weather the storm. So I've been really working with my clients. So I haven't really checked anything.
Well, I can jump something in here that I saw.
Okay.
We've been talking about TikTok.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And TJ has always been telling us about TikTok. Don't just use it for the dancing and the whatever. Like
since how long have we been talking about TikTok? Since maybe November, December last year?
Yes. Yes. Okay. So I found an article how professional bull riding is grabbing TikTok by the horns. The professional bull riding audience on the platform is younger and more female, and they are using TikTok to reach out to that audience.
I like it.
And it says, flipping past teenagers dancing and lip syncing their way to internet stardom, a 1,600-pound bull appears on my iPhone screen. The beast is dirty, and okay, I'm not going to go with that part of it. A camera zooms in on the bull's face as a remix of I'm Too Sexy by Right, says Fred Blair. So it had 101,000 views. The video hasn't gone exactly viral, but it does demonstrate that on TikTok, even a motionless bull set to the right music can make a splash.
Hi, Jill. How you doing?
I would like to ask everyone how because we've been talking about it for a while. I mean, we downloaded it last year and played around with it. And I said then to get your account, to get your, it's like a land grab. Remember when the West was open and everybody from the East rushed to it was a gold rush. People would stake and claim on land. And guess what? That land is worth a lot of money now. But you have to go and stake your claim and get your piece of real estate on TikTok. You don't have to use it. I said that. You just look at the app and it will scroll through for you. When you see something you like, tap the heart. There's even an option now. If you see a lot of kids dancing, which I don't like, there's an option for each one of those that I see, there's an option to say, what is it? I don't want this, or don't show me. I forgot what the wording is. Let me see. But there's an option for you to not see those. So TikTok, the app, is really trying to make you guys happy as viewers. Because you see a video, and if you the share, you tap the arrow. Tap the right arrow. There's a send to menu, a share to menu, and below that is report not interested. There's a broken heart icon. It says not interested. So if I see, I'm not all the kid dancing stuff, I'm gonna do not interested. Plus, I'm gonna pass it. If you watch it, TikTok thinks that you like it, so don't watch it.
Do that.
Okay. Yeah. Hey,
not interested.
Dr. Tachi's live from the chat. Also, Will Smith is on here. Okay. Look,
Real, yeah, he's been on for a while.
Oh,
A lot of the celebrities are on.
and he's not. I mean, he does dance and stuff, but that's not what he's doing right now.
On brand. He's on brand. If you watch his YouTube channel and the videos he puts on Instagram, that's very on brand for him. He's doing it, and what he's doing is the things that the long form that he does on YouTube, he's shortening it or doing like a quick videos. So TikTok is definitely Vine quick videos.
And Vine had this. If Vine would just stay to their own,
stay with the chip,
all good. But we
they would have a lockdown on this because
and see, Pat says that's called homesteading, running out and staking your claim. Do the same with popular social media platforms like TikTok. Yes, we've been saying that here forever. When Instagram was getting popular, I said it then. Go out and get your account. You don't have to use Instagram, but go and get it, because when it's, and it got popular. So when you wanted to go open your Instagram account with your branding name, because that's what I recommend, that you don't want to have different names on different platforms. That doesn't work, because when you're telling people, I'm Terry Johnson online everywhere except for Twitter, because I don't want to change my Twitter handle, but that's just me. But so you don't want to go, well, I'm this on Instagram, I'm this on Facebook, I'm something else on TikTok. People not done time for that. No, we don't have no time for that. You have to have branding on social platforms, one name, your brand name. Or if you go by your name. But you want to get those things right away, because you don't want to wait and then go, oh, I want to be on TikTok as, whatever. And that brand name is gone. So what do? You got to scramble and think of something, but it's not going to work. So that's why I say, get your account, download the app, sign up, look at it, put it to the side. That's what we did.
That's what I have with Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat too.
Yeah, I got a placeholder.
Snapchat is over on the side. I have it.
It's on the side. Now, the thing I like about the Snapchat app is I use it for some relatives, some young millennial and Gen Z relatives. That's how they like to talk. So I talk to them through there. But also Snapchat has some nice filters that the other apps don't, and different things that you can make videos on Snapchat with your phone, and you can save them to your phone and upload them to Instagram. So a lot of people, Eileen is doing that. Eileen Smith is doing that. She's doing a lot of stuff on Snapchat, and she's sharing the videos or downloading and sharing whatever, the combination she's doing, but she's putting those things on Instagram. So my phone is ringing. Sorry, guys.
She said
Twitter messed up by shutting down Vine. They did.
Yeah.
Pat agrees with her.
Says they probably feel dumb right now,
because they was ahead of the curve. Twitter was ahead of the curve with Vine.
They had it.
Yeah, and then they shut. I don't know why. They could never give a good reason why.
Well, I thought it was because they didn't think it had enough people on it. People are about numbers.
Right. Okay, so I understand that everybody wants to be Facebook with their almost 3 billion users, accounts, but everybody can't be Facebook. Look at Snapchat. Snapchat forgot about the race with Facebook and was like, we're going to stay in our niche, whatever you want to say, our target audience. And if it's 300 million or 600 million, we're good with that. We're going to make sure they're happy and stay on. And then they can bring the advertisers in, and that's how they make the money. So they don't have to have 3 billion users. You don't have to have that. So, yeah, Twitter is kicking themselves, and what can they do? Oh, well. TikTok slid.
And they try to bring out, what is it? They Bite or something. They try to bring out.
Bite has gotten a little traction, but I gotta check. We talked about them maybe last month. I have to check and see what the numbers is. But I downloaded Bite and I was like, yeah, okay. But TikTok got in there first.
Yeah.
Right. And TikTok, Terry and I was talking about this earlier. TikTok is easy.
It's easy. You don't have to figure it out.
Look, if I can do it without a lot of research and stuff, guys, let me tell you, believe me, it is truly easy.
TikTok, all you do is you install it and you open it, and it does the work for you. It's not Snapchat where we had to figure out swipe up, swipe down, swipe left, swipe.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't have to do that.
You don't have to do anything with your face. You don't have to mask your face. None of that.
None of that. You just make a video. They got like great little editing tools. They got lots of stuff to play with, and you say what you have to say.
15 seconds. How easy is that?
15 to 6. Yeah, you can do there's a hack to do a 60 seconds, but it is 15 seconds. I don't know. Did I mention this before? I might have mentioned it on Tuesday, but I saw a news article on the Today Show where they had a woman who she was talking about medical debt or something. Well, she was talking about giving advice to Gen Z. Like for when they become or the young millennial who's doing adulting things where they have to figure out about debt and this and that. And she gets on no makeup, she don't comb her hair, nothing. Gets on there and says what she has to say and give them advice. And her TikTok is blowing up. And I think she's like older. I think she's like 40 or 50. I'm not sure of her age, but I know she's not millennial. But her TikTok is blowing up.
Because she's providing information to somebody. Okay, because we keep telling you this. Okay, you got to provide value. Yep. So whatever it is that you're putting on any platform, you need to make sure you have value, that somebody wants to hear what you have to say, and it's not just
somebody has to want. That's the key. What you have to say. Don't get on there just, a bunch of nonsense. Nobody really cares and go, oh, what nobody's watching. Well, are you giving something that somebody wants? This is the analogy I give when, at the church, when they tell you to bring canned goods for donate, for the needy, and people bring their old rusty cans from the bottom of the cabinet that's been in there 10 years. No, you go to the store and you get the new stuff. You don't give them old, I don't really care. Take this, whatever. You have to give out information that people want and need.
Right.
That's all. You don't have to sing and dance either.
And we have Fox and the Lion with us all the way from Periscope. Thank you for starting. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you come back again next time.
Yeah.
So I've been playing. I set TikTok up for one of our clients. I mean, and it, Dr. Tachi, no rusty cans.
I mean, really, people do that. They really do that. Like when you're donating to needy people, why are you giving them your old rusty cans, your old raggedy stuff, your old coat? I mean, if your coat is a different thing. If your coats are in good condition and you clean them, yes, you can give those. But don't the castaway, the things I don't want that, but I'll give it that. No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Well, Pat, I want to know if TikTok has categories. Well, you can search on here right down at the bottom. There's a home key, and then there's a spyglass. So if you're looking for something, I would imagine that you could do that.
They have a robust search feature. They're not doing categories. They're doing they're ranking hashtags.
There you go. See, and that's what I liked also, that the hashtags are now AKA keywords.
Yeah, they don't do
They are working, and so you can find subject matter that you're interested in.
Yeah. You could either type it in the Discover tab with hashtags or without. You don't have to use it because it's going to bring up, topics and industry and things like that. So, and then again, there's still to talk about, TikTok, this and that. Well, you don't have to use it.
No, you really don't. But why not?
But if you're looking to grow your audience, bring more people in, raise awareness about your business or your brand, you need to be where everybody is.
Right.
That's where things are. And it's not just Gen Z. There's a doctor on there. Forgot what her name is. She doesn't give out medical advice, but she, talks about things, like right now she would talk about, hygiene, washing your hands, the best this, things based on her medical advice. And she's getting followers and she's on there with her lab coat talking. She's not
Pat,
I just do the hashtag business over here on TikTok. And all kind of stuff is coming up.
Well, those are hashtags.
This show is about business.
Right.
So I wanted people to know that people are using it for business.
Right. And
He's doing
so,
for everything.
right.
Everything. So if you're smart, say you're who is it here that does the makeup?
Keisha.
Beauty by LA. Mhm.
Yeah, she could get on and do demos.
She can get on
Or
and just
talk
show her
about
eyelashes.
eyelashes. She could talk about the spring colors. Spring season is coming. What are the colors? What are the trends? That stuff you can talk about all day long because makeup, fashion, and those things, they have a high turnover.
Mm-hmm.
There's tons of, and don't think about, well, I don't know what to say. There are tons of things to say. What would a customer need to know if they wanted to buy from you?
Yeah, they
Talk
need to
about
know
that.
what the
And
colors
then-
are, what the colors are that are coming up for the next season. They need to know
Yeah,
what the
but for
trends
any
are.
industry,
in industry,
for any industry, what would your customers
Mhm.
or your audience want to know? What? Because
exactly.
they have questions.
Okay,
People
and here's-
always want to know what's next.
okay, and let me tell you this: your customers are on TikTok. They are
They're
on
there.
Instagram because you, and I don't care what industry you're in, they are on TikTok, and Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Your customers are at you. Okay, the ones that are on Facebook, they're on Facebook, but the people that you serve are getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
So you better go and find out where they are because they're the ones that's going to be
Find
buying
out
your
how
product.
they talk, their language. That's
Mhm.
why I always bring up data studies about Gen Z and millennials, because that is the attention focus for media.
Mm-hmm.
Every commercial out there is big, unless you're watching one of the other channels where they're all, the consumer cellular and the older crowd. There are channels that do that, but most of the major networks, all of their commercials are mostly about and millennials are old now. The oldest millennial I think is 37, 34, something like in that age. So they're thinking about older things like buying a home, doing this, different things. They're wanting to move up into, adulting. They're calling it adulting.
Yeah, because there are things they had to delay because they had student loan debt. They had different things going on, pulling on them.
Mm-hmm.
They were sandwiched between parents and children.
Right.
And so now they feel like they can break out.
Right.
And you're going to see a really big breakout once this breakout is over because everything's going to go down and they want to get in while it's low.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Exactly.
Fox and Lion says the more exposure, the better. That's exactly right.
Exposure is the name of the game. If nobody knows about your business or their brand, how in the heck are they going to buy? Answer me. I would love to know the answer to that.
I remember a guy that when we were on the B Word platform,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he came on and said it's like having social media platforms are like different neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
In Facebook, this is a certain way that you speak.
Yeah.
On Twitter is another way that you speak. On Instagram, on TikTok and Snapchat, we're not around by that time, but Snapchat might have been there, but TikTok definitely wasn't. But you speak a different language in each of those neighborhoods. Here's the thing, you have to go to each of those neighborhoods.
It's work.
You cannot just be, I'm just going to stay on Facebook.
Least you can do is drive through the neighborhood and take a look around.
And then Fox and the Lion says yes, and then it's free. You can't beat that. I agree 1000%. Maureen Stevenson, hi. She says great information. Thank you for being here, Maureen. I mean, we've been saying this for a long time for the new people. We've been saying this. This is not. I see a lot of other people starting to talk about the things that we have been talking about for years about. Doing the things that your audience wants, listening to them, being on every platform, all of those things. They're starting to talk about it now. I'm like, where have you been? That was just like, duh. But it's because a lot of the people got used to when Facebook was, at the beginning with their business pages and was, they were showing everybody had thousands of this, thousands of likes, and Facebook was helping them out, business owners with their business pages. And Facebook stopped that a while back. It's been a long time since they helped you out with a business page. So now it's like, well, I got to go to Instagram now. I got to go to Snapchat. I got to go to TikTok. Yes. Yes, you do.
It was called work back in the day. You
It's work.
still have to work to earn the attention and whatever. You still have to put in the work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then
And
Fox, what did he say?
Fox and the Lion, yeah.
He said, look at the Popeyes chicken sandwich when it first came out. They didn't have a commercial, but people on the internet did so many skits that they promoted it for free. Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about that when the Popeye chicken, when it first started. It happened on Twitter. It was on Twitter that Chick-fil-A tweeted something and Popeyes tweeted something back, and it just blew up from there from people watching the conversation on Twitter. And it just blew up from there. But that's the power of and he's right. Is it a guy? Okay, Fox and the Lion. That's what happened. They didn't have to spend millions of dollars on a commercial in the beginning.
Mhm.
It was an organic growth, viral growth thing, and that's what happens when you're in the right place at the right time with the right message and the right product. That's called marketing.
Right.
And they got it for free. They got
And
it for free.
Here was the foundation of it all is that chicken sandwich needs to taste good.
Yes, and that was the other thing.
Okay.
It was people were like losing their minds.
Mhm. That is so southern. I can't tell you how old that chicken sandwich is. I can remember it when I was in college. We used to walk down the street to this little chicken place, and they would put some chicken breast on a slice of white bread and a slice of tomato and lettuce.
And we talked about showing everybody on Instagram that there were other restaurants getting in on the chicken sandwich war between Popeye and Chick-fil-A. Like, oh, you don't have to have either one, especially when Popeyes was sold out. Well, if it's sold out, come on over here and they put their pictures on Instagram of the sandwich, and it was like you want to go run out if you were in that locale, in the neighborhood. Run out and get one because it looked good on Instagram.
Israel, Washington.
And then Pat Murray said the nice thing about the chicken sandwich war was that it benefited both companies. And Dr. Tachi said, does it really taste good? Does it?
That Popeyes, it had people in line.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, someone lost their life, being serious. Someone lost their life over the chick waiting in the line and things. But that just shows you how society works. And we can see a little bit of that now with the panic with the coronavirus and all the empty shelves. It's because of human behavior. When they see someone else doing something, they're like, oh, I better get in on that because I'm not sure. But it looks like a lot of people going and doing this one thing. So I'm going to do it too. I don't want to be left out. And that's human behavior.
Oh, the FOMO, the fear of missing out.
FOMO, fear of missing out. I'm missing something. I think I mentioned one time there was a chicken fish sandwich place here in a little tiny corner on the corner of something. And if you didn't know it was a fish place, you would walk past, but there would be a line around the block. And that's the key to like, okay, that place got some good food, because we don't stand out in lines like that in New York unless it's something important or whatever. New Yorkers don't do that. We just don't. We don't queue in line. It's got to be extraordinary special. Same thing with the soup Nazi guy on Seinfeld. That was true. That was a true story. I stood in the line in the cold winter time to get the soup, and it was delicious. I still remember that soup to this day. That's how good it was.
So Dr. Tachi says, right, chicken sandwiches are not new. And Fox and Lion says,
you never seen nothing like that.
Yeah. And Claudia says, this is true. My chicken sandwich was on all media. Now, Claudia, she does vegan and different things. So
yes. So, but she could still get in on the chicken thing by saying, oh, we got the best vegan chicken sandwich over here. Still get on it.
Dr. Tachi says exactly human behavior. When you see other people running, you run too.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's a true thing.
Running, and everybody's like, I wonder what they're running for. I guess I need to run too.
I don't know. That line was wrapped around Popeyes. I was like, what is going on?
I'm not doing that. I'm with Dr. TJ. I'm not doing the line around the building trying to get in.
It's just one of the things in living in New York City that if there's a line, you know, to get in it, because we don't stand in lines like that in the city.
For just anything.
No, if you see a line like Times Square, or those are tourists. That's not people living in the city. I'm talking about residents in the neighborhoods.
Or they're Apple iPhone buyers. Because I do stand in line, I think, for the 10.
Right.
Okay, then it's like over. I'm not doing that again. The 11 is so much better. I'm like, why did I even do that? But
Fox and Lines. Oh, you talking about the Seinfeld? Yeah, that was. Don't think that wasn't true. That was true. That was the thing about Seinfeld. His show was everything was true to him. Everything happened to him or Larry David.
Right.
Oh, okay.
It was true. They didn't make that up.
So it's just commentary on everyday life.
There on Seinfeld, when they talked about going to NBC and starting a show about nothing, that's how they started Seinfeld. They went to NBC about a show about nothing. So all of the episodes are real, based on real events. Yeah. At the end, like I think the very last one, I don't think that they didn't go to jail. But I'm just saying, like, most of the episodes are based on something that happened to Jerry, Larry David, or someone. It was real.
Wow.
Like the behavior with George and his parents, they really acted like that.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's real. It's true.
Who knew?
Yeah. So
that says, remember the chicken and waffle craze a few years ago? A local eatery that wasn't getting a whole lot of business simply changed its name to Dame's Chicken and Waffles, and now they got lines out the door.
Chicken and waffles is good. I don't know if you haven't. It's good.
Okay, chicken and waffles is good. Chicken and donuts is insane.
Really?
KFC has chicken and glazed donuts.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if it's really that different from waffles. I mean, it's still
waffles are not glazed donuts.
I don't know if everybody knows that. I remember this when Luther Vandross was alive. They were saying something about that he wanted to make a chicken sandwich or something, and he ran out of bread, and he took the donut and made a sandwich. You don't remember that? This was years ago.
That just sounds so creepy. Who eats chicken and donuts?
But it's the same thing as it's the sweet bread, or like the chicken and waffle is the sweet with the chicken.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Putting syrup on it. You know what I mean?
But that was the story I heard was years ago that they said, oh, Luther said he ran out, or he did an interview with Oprah. I don't remember who the details, but it came from him. He was like, he had a chicken sandwich and he didn't have something about a sandwich and he didn't have bread.
And so he used the donut.
Yes.
Interesting.
And he loved it.
That is so wrong on so many levels. It's just like sugar dough. And so I'm like, overload. Oh, yeah.
Right. Unfortunately, he had health problems.
Well, it sounds delicious, and they'd like to try it. See?
No, don't try it. Don't try it.
Okay, Cox and Lion said they'd like to try it. I'm not doing it.
Unless you have a cardiologist on call.
Oh, see, we got Maureen Stevenson here. She's a health wellness person. She said, wow. Yeah, see.
Yeah, I heard that story. That's an old story about Luther. It came from Luther. And when I heard who did it, KFC or whoever did it, I said, you're stealing that from Luther Vandross.
Well, I have had chicken and cake for breakfast. I mean,
but see, it's the sweet,
not on a regular basis, but
it's salt and sweet are two flavors that go together. So there's the saltiness, crispiness of the chicken,
you just
and
go
the sugary
honey roasted nuts. You don't go and get chicken with.
But some people like it. Some people like that taste. That's why the chicken and waffles, because you put the syrup and the bread is sweet. And the chicken is crispy and a little salty, depending on how they cook it. They put enough salt on it.
Well, we went to a restaurant, friend. You remember that restaurant? And the lady ordered the chicken and waffles, and the chicken was so big. It was like,
it was like on steroids. I was like, okay, that is not a normal chicken.
But some people like that. I mean, and again, this is human behavior with Supersize. There's the movie Supersize Me, and everything needs to be big because they feel like they're getting more for their money. if it's bigger. So that's why the chickens are injected. The chickens are way bigger now than they were years before because they put the, the hormones and the steroids and pump them full of water and stuff to make it seem big. Because people feel like if it's not a big steak, I'm not getting my money's worth. If it's not a big piece of chicken, I'm not getting my money's worth. So that's another part of portion sizes is contributing to health problems too. So
Pat said some things are just wrong.
Just because they offer a big gigantic, you don't get it. Don't get it. But
or take some of it home.
Take some of it home. But that's human behavior.
Oh, and then there's Lennis. Yeah, Lennis was in the background over here watching. She said,
okay.
You know, of course, what I think about all this food y'all talking about. Lennis is our other health and wellness expert.
So would she agree
about? They come on our program on Thursdays on Happy Healthy Habits.
Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm not going to speak for them. I'm probably thinking they would agree about portion sizing. You would portion sizes that you were supposed to eat. You would go, that's not going to feed anybody, but when you go out to eat at restaurants and places and things like that, they give you the gigantic because of the I factor. But it's up to us to say, okay, thank you, Lennis. And this is just from my basic knowledge of nutrition, that you're supposed to portion size and you're supposed to eat responsibly. But when you go out to restaurants, they're trying to, sell more and everything's a business. I'll just put it like that. So it's up to you to say, I'll have a salad and a little piece of protein.
Okay. What the Fox and the Lion says.
They must got that chicken from Churches. I swear they had the biggest chicken I've ever seen.
And Maureen, comment, you want to bring that up?
I can do that. Okay, go ahead. Whoops, I just
take your hands away from the buttons.
Okay, and I like the way this conversation right now is going on, because health is a big part of what's going on right now. That you got to be healthy. You have to eat healthy. You have to think about choices, and you have to do the things that you have to do. Eat vegetables. A lot of people don't eat vegetables. And think about it. They're telling everybody to wash their hands.
What's new about that?
What? We have to teach people basic hygiene.
Come on, right? I'm like,
didn't we learn about wash your hands? Okay. And you learn that in preschool. Even if you didn't learn it at home, you learned it in preschool.
And she said it's called choice.
Right.
Linda said, ladies, have you on mute? Oh, she's doing a podcast. Okay, good.
Yeah. But she wants to chime in, yeah.
Okay, Fox and the Lion. Okay, so all your ladies work in the medical field? No, I just happen to pay attention to stuff.
We have two of the ladies who are in health and wellness here, Fox and Lion. That's Lennis Woods Mullins and Maureen Stevenson. They are in the health and wellness field, and they come on the show every Thursday.
So check back on Thursdays. Yeah.
They, Dr. Taji talking about testosterone chicken, Lord.
But it's true. There's been people that study our fast food system, our food system, and the guy that did Supersize Me, there's another guy that ate. Did he eat McDonald's for like 40 days or something?
The doctor told him get off of that.
Yeah, because it was killing him. It was killing him. He was dying. He had to get off of it. But these are things, and I applaud those people because they're willing to do the work of this is what you're putting in your body without thinking.
Yep, I remember buying the book Eat This, Not That.
Yeah, the website, the Eat This, Not That is still going. The chef, I forgot his name. But that's just one of the things about when you're running a business, when you're doing things, you have to think about, okay, I'm running a business, but I got to keep myself healthy because I'm running a business.
Right. Without you, there is no business. So
right. And a lot of people now are going to work from home, and I read a joke or a meme something the other day about the refrigerator. Like they got to change themselves from the fridge. You have to mindset. Everything's mindset. So you have to think about, I'm working from home. It's not a free for all. I have to act like, okay, I'm going to get up at 9. I'm going to eat lunch at 12. It's going to be a sensible lunch. I'm going to take a walk at, whatever, and get out and get back in and then work. But those are the things we have to do as human beings. We have to self-regulate, and a lot of people can't do that. So I'm hoping that people can do that. And then remember, basic hygiene of washing your hands.
Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna go down that road. There are basic things that we know to do. We have to do them. The choice is ours, because even though I went to go visit someone in a nursing facility, they made me answer questions on a piece of paper with a pencil or whatever. I could have lied.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, and some people do. And I like, okay, the fox and the lion. Yes, you have to have a routine in place.
You have to.
Every part of your life should have a routine.
Yes. Yes. It's
So
time now to take stock in what are the things that I need to have. You know, you talk about people going out and buying all the stuff out of the store. Well, you need to have certain things stocked in your house already that you build upon. I mean, a lot of the stuff I'm seeing, I'm like, my mom taught me all of this. Where is this coming from?
Well, I think one of the things is that we tend not to stockpile stuff because it's so available in this generation.
Right, but I don't want to say stockpile. I don't want to say.
I say it's not planning. This is just general planning. You just plan every grocery shop, or every 2 weeks. You are putting, okay, I need paper towels, I need toilet tissue, we need soap. This is a part.
I think you guys are simplifying this, because here's the deal. You know that you need these things, but you don't plan for people to be sequestered in the house 16 additional hours using the stuff. They're using the stuff in the public facility. Now you got them sitting on your couch eating for 14 days, but playing games and going to the bathroom.
Plans. I saw a story.
A little extra toilet paper. But the problem is when people buy shopping carts full of toilet paper.
That's ridiculous.
Okay.
That's ridiculous. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just having an extra roll. And then now, when people are going out now, and just it's human behavior again. You
like
see
the lady
grabbing.
Like the lady with the hand sanitizer that wiped out the whole shelf.
And you think, what do they know that I don't know? Well, I better get it too. So that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from.
And it's the fear that's driving it. And Terry, what do you always say? A plan erases the fear.
There you go. You
plan, you freak out.
Yes.
Fight fear with a plan.
You fight fear with a plan. Okay. They tell. Liz, couple comments over here.
Yeah.
Maureen said, make sure you wash under your fingernails.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But people don't do that. If you watch a basic medical show, all these medical shows on TV, and then going into surgery, what they show them doing this, and under the nail, and they do this and that to turn the water. Those are things that they've been showing that. So it's like, oh, I can't. It's just getting to me. It's like we have to tell people to wash their hands. Please wash your hands. They had a study and saying like 40% of people didn't wash their hands after going to the restroom. I'm like,
I witnessed it.
Oh,
lady went to the restroom and walked out the bathroom. I was like, no.
Somebody said, I forgot who it was, they don't do that at home. Somebody on one of the talk shows said they don't wash their hands at home.
Oh, that is so gross.
Don't do that.
And I learned, because I worked in a hospital, just like TJ said, you wash your hands, you dry. I take the paper towel and open the door.
Man, I'm thinking about getting one of those air things, when you go to the movies.
Dyson?
Yeah, I want one of those now. I want one of those things now. But that's not me panicking. That's me going, okay, it's more convenient to stick my hand in the air, and it's hygienic. That's just me, not from panic. Just going, oh, one of those things would be really cool right now.
Yeah, Okay, wait. Dr.
We got a lot of comments.
Oh my God.
Dr. Tachi says, because
look.
I always have the emergency preparedness mindset. See, you know what region you live in. We
Right.
live over here with earthquakes. So
Right.
we got stuff that you're supposed to be prepared for the earthquake, which tells you to have water
Yes.
and bottles of water and
First aid
other things.
kit.
We're supposed to have all of that already. How many PG&E, SMUD, and everybody else be ready? And they send the little commercials out and they tell you, don't wait till the whole thing. You need everything.
Exactly. And I think that's the problem, that people have been lulled into a false sense of security because of the way information is seeped out.
Yes.
And now suddenly, boom, it's in your neighborhood and you can't leave. Now
Yes.
they're like, what?
The hand washing thing got to me because I was like, I haven't taught my daughter. I used to make fun of my daughter because she washed her hands like a surgeon.
Okay.
Really, she did. As a child, she made in there. Like, will you hurry up? But now I'm like, okay. Thank God. Right. Oh, she washes. She's in there like 5 minutes washing her hands.
Well, so Dr. Tachi says people do not wash their hands. That's selfish. Without people buy without. Oh no, she's talking about everybody buying.
Yes, that is selfish.
Yes, but it's also just fear because they figure, okay, I'm not gonna have enough, and they panic.
Because you go in the store. I've done it. I've gone in because I have my stuff, but I go in the store. I wanted cheese or something last night, and I went to get and it was just so like. As soon as I walked in the door, I forgot what I came in for because the panic hit me. It just the lines were way back there. People
and you can see what's in people's baskets. You're like, do I need that?
And I'm thinking, oh my God, if I walked into this, yeah. So you get that FOMO, and then that's where you get the snatching and people. Somebody they had a picture of somebody in Costco that had like 10, 30 pack rolls of toilet paper in one cart at Costco.
Now, the question is, are they running a business? Are they getting it for them and their neighbors? You know, there could be an explanation, but to us, all we see is toilet paper,
a cart full of paper.
Rafters.
It's just interesting to me to see because of the human behavior factor, like I said, with the lines, and when you see something, your brain it kicks in. Your brain will kick in when it needs to protect itself. Because I've experienced that firsthand with 9/11, that your brain will just do things. You don't have to tell it. It will do it for you.
I want you to know I was in the grocery store this morning and there was no toilet paper.
Yeah, there's no toilet paper, no bleach, there's no hand sanitizer.
This is for real.
You know, my store is out of meat and everything. And I asked the manager, he says, oh, we're not getting a truck till Monday. And that was last night. I was like, what?
No, this is where technology
that's not going to instill fear in people's hearts, because we are not used to going in the grocery store and seeing empty shelves. That is not an American thing.
It's a trigger.
Where the technology comes in. You will be able to order, and this was I read the article where people who have to stay in the house, you can order the groceries.
Yes, you can.
People will bring them and put them. You don't have to.
Can't bring what they don't have.
They will bring them to your door and put them on your porch so that they're not interacting with people. So you can order online.
Right.
Oh my gosh, you've got to get to these comments.
Okay, Fox and Alliance says, I'm loving y'all's show. This is better than anything on TV. I will follow you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Taji says, if you stay ready, you won't have to get ready. There you go.
Yes.
That's a t-shirt.
Yeah. Fox and Alliance. I've seen a post on Instagram where Bill Gates was saying this is going to happen 4 years ago. Yes, he has a TED Talk from 2015, I want to say, that he's mentioned about germs and biological warfare.
With germs.
Butterfly, with mosquitoes, and he kind of like did something and said, okay, so I'm going to release these mosquitoes. And everybody was like, whoa, I don't think they were real mosquitoes, but it's like trying to put them back in the jar. Okay, they're out there.
Fox and Lion again, he says they have a book talking about this too, written years back. That said the name of it will be Coronavirus. He says that blew my mind. Yes, is it Dean Koontz? It's been going on Twitter that there was a book and they talked about it being out of Wuhan and all. So Tachi says Home Depot has plenty of bleach.
We skipped the thing
Oh.
Comment.
Taji says people are like, I probably need a 75-pack sponge. What you gonna do with 75
You know,
sponges?
there is an excessiveness in some people. Okay.
Fox Alliance says, I don't trust that. How do you know the person who is fixing your order is not infected with the virus?
Hey, I'm trying to tell you better know somebody.
Well, see, the thing is, and in New York right now, they're restricting all restaurants. That Broadway is closed. The museums are closed. There's a limit on gatherings of 500 or more. Also, the restaurants and bars are being told to open at half capacity. So, like, if they have a bar that has you can have 100 people, they can only have 50.
Oh,
but the streets are really empty.
So that they can have that public space, that thing they're talking about.
I was watching the 11 o'clock news, and one of the reporters was on Broadway and stuff, and was like, I've never seen New York look like that. It's just ghost town empty. Because there's always stuff 24/7 here. There's 4 o'clock in the morning. You can go to Chinatown and get something to eat, or you can go here and get something to eat, or you can go here and do that. There's always people about.
So if you're into photography, you might want to get a picture of that, because it's going to be the only time you don't have to get releases for people, because they are not in the picture.
They can shoot movies now in Times Square, and there's nobody there. They could, if they needed a scene of New York with nobody, it's the time to come and do it.
Yes,
right. This is just an interesting thing, and we don't need to panic. We need to think and have a plan, and
be considerate.
Right. Don't push the fear. Help other people. Help people get it. Okay, come on. We're gonna be all right.
Right. Fox and I says, why don't New York have the most cases? I think, is it us or Seattle? I can't remember with the numbers, but the Governor Cuomo just announced that they opened the first drive-through testing center in New Rochelle. So you have to call, get an appointment. You go in your car, you drive through. They will test you. It takes 15 minutes. So they're opening.
Please make an appointment. Don't run out of gas in the middle of the line and then be tripping everybody because they missed their appointment because you couldn't. They had to get out and push your car to the front of the line. Come on.
So you gotta have an appointment. Taji says my boyfriend lives in NYC. He was supposed to come this week. I told him don't, and he's a safety director for MTA. I'm like, don't bring that here. Right? Yeah, he should not. He should not travel.
Yeah, because if we don't know if you traveled from the United States or you're out of the country or whatever, and somebody that we work with, they had just came back from Africa, and his doctor, he was going to come to an event that is being held here in Sacramento, and his doctor said, no, you might just want to sit still, because even though you're not having any symptoms or nothing's going on, you just might want to sit still,
right?
Because you were out of the
country. And let that marinate for a hot minute.
You don't want to, if there's any people there that are like, very older, like 80 and up, it's very dangerous for them, because you don't know
you have a compromised immune system.
Right. And people that have compromised immune system, you don't want to pass it on and put their health in jeopardy. So that's why everybody is self-quarantined that do that. And then I'm on forums and I read and people are like, oh, you're overreacting. I'm like, I'd rather overreact than underreact because of other people.
Here's Fox Nation in line. He says, so have there been any cases of survivors who've had the virus? Yes, there are numerous.
Yeah. Right. It's not.
No one in New York has passed away yet. No one.
Okay, so here's the thing, and that's where the panic and the fear comes in, because a lot of people associate death with having the virus. The virus doesn't necessarily gonna kill you unless your immune system is really compromised.
Right. Yes. And there's been talk.
I have to run, guys.
Oh, you gotta go.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I'm going to be going shortly thereafter.
We have an event going on that we're streaming, so we really have to run. I love you, TJ. Love you guys. Thank you so much for participating over here in the chat. All of you, Linus, Tachi. Hey, I don't want to call out names because I'm gonna miss somebody. But we love you and thank you for taking time out. Hey, don't forget to go to the front of your own line. See you later.
So I will. TJ and I will finish out.
Yeah, we'll finish up.
You can survive this. It's like having an extreme flu, but if you got the flu, do you walk outside? Don't you supposed to go lay down somewhere and rest? You ain't all outside spewing it all over the place. Go
Right.
home.
I don't understand the blowback or concern about, well, I don't want to stay inside. What's the problem? We got if you got Netflix and you can call, if DoorDash and all those people are still bringing food to you, you're good. Just stay inside, chill, rest, read a book, FaceTime. So this is the good thing. Look what we're doing here. We're StreamYard. This is StreamYard. We're opposite coast of the country and still talking. You have FaceTime, you have Duo, you have all kind of apps on your phone where you want to talk to somebody. Well, pick up your phone and FaceTime them or whatever and look at them video wise.
Right.
You don't have to. There was the whole drawn out thing about South by Southwest being canceled. And yes, I understand that the businesses are taking a hit from that, but it's the public health interest. And we have to do those things. Companies are telling people to stay home. They are not having meetings like they had before, conferences, because you don't want to get someone else sick, even though you feel fine. And I see a lot of that online. Oh, I feel fine. But, you don't want to compromise somebody else's health who's not doing well. So that's a part of it. And unfortunately, we got a week or two or a month, they're saying, and maybe things will get better. Hopefully things will get better.
Okay, because here's the thing. China is coming back online.
Yeah.
Starbucks said they're now 90% open in Starbucks in China.
Right.
So it was like a wave. It started over there. You know how you used to do the wave? And
yeah.
Okay, well, and China went and did this, and now it's coming.
Italy,
and
the
wave
and Europe. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's a lot. And again, Fox, thank you, Fox and the Lion. I love what you're saying. Yeah, take your mind off of it because it's not the virus. I believe that's a part of it. But he says,
I believe
killing a lot of the stress. Yes,
right.
Turn the TV off, please. That's why I'm sorry. The last 4 years, I've not really watched the news. I've been YouTubing it, and I get a lot of entertainment and news from YouTube. So turn it off. Just don't turn it off. Turn on some music that you like. Dance around. Get happy. Read a book. Do those things that you didn't have time for before.
Right.
Take care of yourselves.
Right.
Keep the stress down. We're gonna make it. The world is not ending, people. No,
we'll be okay.
I'll be all right.
And this is a good conversation.
We needed to have it. I mean, because I was like, I want to avoid talking about it, but I was like, you can't, because the certain things we want to talk about, like the hygiene and the this and the that, and the human behavior. We're talking about that part and the business part. There's opportunity in business. I feel like, personally, and I've said this before, that there are going to be things that come out of this, like the clearinghouse, the private clearinghouse, where every information goes through. This is a part of it. The misinformation and all the craziness. We're going to need one thing where we get our information from. We're going to need one thing that's going to verify newsworthy sources. Now, Reuters, we talked about it before. They already had a thing. They have a thing in place where they vet news stories. Well, it's going to grow out of that. And then also, guess what? Healthcare is going to benefit from this because they're going to learn from what's going on. I believe that we're going to have things that is just going to sanitize the air. Like if you want to go to the basketball game, there's going to be something, device or something that's going to, you walk through it, a puff of whatever. I don't know who's making it. I just got this feeling that that's what's going to happen, because you don't want to have people stay home. You want to have basketball games. You want to have concerts.
Right.
So people are going to need to feel secure about it. So right
now,
now,
there are air purifiers that we have in our homes, right? That take the pollens and the whatever out of the air. I have a Dyson fan that has an air purifier, and I have another something here that takes the ionic breeze that takes stuff out of the air.
Right.
Well, I can see that happening, TJ.
Yes, it's going to be something. It's going to any kind of flu virus, cold virus, any kind of micro germ or whatever. It's going to sanitize the air. I just feel like that's going to happen because I'm seeing what is going on. So there's a problem, and there's people out there that love to find solutions, especially in the tech world. Things are going on in tech, and the healthcare, and they're coming together and combining things. So, I hate to say it, it'll be a better world after this because someone will design systems. We'll have a better system. We'll have a better this. We'll have a better that as far as healthcare for everybody.
And that's how business normally works. We get things, we're online here because somebody, they did a little thing about how to create a internet. They drew it on paper, but it wasn't perfect. And somebody else came along and made it better.
Okay. Yeah, we got some comments here from Lynn. Glad you're here. Wish you could bring me on. Too much to type here, but refer them to one of the shows I did about boosting your immune system. Yeah, we'll put the link in the chat for everybody.
Put that in there, Linus, because she does.
Yeah, put that in there for us. Pat says, I like to get my sister to take steps to strengthen her immune system. She's a cancer survivor, of course.
Right.
Lennon said, I turned my TV off and had church in my offices. There you go. Turn on my gospel music, listen to my affirmations, and found something to make me laugh. That's what we have to do. Okay, she's telling Pat that she's gonna. Okay, Linus is gonna have a webinar next week about strengthening your immune system in midlife. Yes, put the link in here for everybody.
Right.
And Fox and Alliance says yes, that's key. Agreed. So we are. Everything is marching towards where society. We're going to try to make things better for everybody. It's just not, that hasn't been happening, especially the last 4 years. Things have been separate, this, that, and that. But we're going to come together and everybody's going to have to work that society has better health. I just feel like that's where we're going. I just have a feeling. It's just my feeling, just my opinion. But I've been talking about those things before. Because we need those things in place to combat misinformation, the fake news, people's fear, the FOMO and the fear level rising, and that causes stress, and we don't need that. So Linus, put the link in whenever you're done. Just put it in here because
it'll pop up.
Yeah, so everybody come back for the link for the webinar because I definitely want to be a part of that.
Well, I have to step out.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
Welcome Fox and the Lion to the show. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for your comments.
Everybody live and on the replay. We're looking forward to a great week and a great weekend. Stay safe. Have some fun.
Turn the TV off.
Yes, please.
Just take care of yourselves.
Yeah, do that because we want to see you here next week. We'll be back on Monday talking about coffee, tea, thoughts, and conversation, and then all of the rest of the things that we're doing for the week. Appreciate you all.
Every weekday at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time, every weekday.
Yeah, we got something for everyone. Okay,
yeah.
I feel like a commercial. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.